This annual quality stock today's Friday, October 8th, 2010, and today we're going to take a look at Bond Laboratories. This is a NASDAQ bulletin board stock trading under ticker BNLB. It's a one-year chart. Outside of that upper shadow, there's our basic downtrend that we're seeing. Pretty strong, pretty solid from up here around 90 cents. Looks like it's trying to hold a base here at 20 cents. Done this several times with giving a head fake and then tip back down. So we're going to look for it now to see if this is going to hold a base. We want to see this trend line get broken. This is the kind of thing that we'll be looking for and paying attention to. Kind of a just channel going on with the MACD and the PPO. But overall, we're still seeing a positive divergence. The longer the divergence, the better of a chance there is this to make a strong move and find a true bottom. So what we'll be looking for is the MACD. We're getting ready to get a bullish cross again of the signal line. Histogram's about ready to pop over zero. We're going to look for that to make that cross. We also want to see the MACD come through and break through zero itself, get above the money line. Give a lot of indication if that happens that this is going to try and make a strong move. ADX over time come across a few different pinches. Nice little bounces off of them from around 40 cents up to about 60 cents. 50% gains on those. Putting some nice bounces together in this channel. What we're going to look for is one of these bounces to come through and continue through it. ADX is kind of in a middle of the road sort of position with the positive and negative DIs getting down pretty low. The ADX showing that there is some strength to this trend, but that's pretty clear by looking at the candles. MFIs all made a sharp move all together, all over 50. That's what you want to see. It's bull chart territory when the MFI or most of the indicators are trading to the upper side of their range. That's because they made this strong move because of this volume. This is why it popped up on a scan for me. It was on above average volume. Still not a ton, around 190,000, but that's clearly well above what it has been trading. I'm not sure about the share structure to know if this is a low flow play or not. These two indicators are something that I really like. Strong downtrend and an extremely strong uptrend with the accumulation distribution. That's a very good positive divergence. That's reinforced by this Chaikin money flow, which has stayed in the green basically the whole year. What this Chaikin money flow and accumulation distribution tell you is that buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure. Even though the price per share is dropping, it's being dropped on smaller sells and then being pulled back up when it does on much larger buys. CCI now breaking through negative 100. We're going to look for this to continue. You want to see this get and hold above this zero range. While this is still not considered a technical buy point by definition, a lot of bottom feeders use this break of negative 100 as a buy point. But right now when it's down here, it just tells you it's still trading at the lower end of its price range. You want to see it get back up over zero so it's trading at the higher end of its price range. Full stow never really makes it into oversold that much, and that's because of the buying pressure that comes running back into it when it does drop. But you want to see this trading over 50. You want to see it trading and holding. See it goes up over, it comes back down. Goes up over, it comes back down. You want to see it get up over 50 and trade through that area. It shows a lot of strength. Tricks, very similar to the MACD, just a channel running right underneath the zero line. You want to see this continue to make this roll, make a bullish cross the signal line. And you want to see this tricks get through zero as well. RSIs are in a nice position, all three together, all three in an uptrend, but again, over 50, that's the key. As far as candle resistance goes, there's going to be a little bit right here, right where it is, right around 23.5 cents, and there's going to be a little bit more at 25. While this resistance is important in any technical analysis, we really want to see this hold 20 for support. That's very important. And bottom line is this trend line. It needs to get through the trend line. That happens to be basically the 50-day moving average. You can see it's only peaked above it a couple different times. So the 50-day is providing a strong source of resistance, and it's coupled with this trend line. So you want to see this try and make a move. If it breaks through this trend line, starts trading over the 50-day, that'll of course put it over the 20-day. This chart has a good chance of actually having found a true bottom. So this resistance level, while it is important, we'll see how it coincides with this trend line. If it wants to trend sideways a little bit and then comes in there together, the PPS resistance will, of course, play a factor. But the trend line's more important. Then what you're going to want to see is if this can make a move off the bottom, break this trend line, we want to see this get up here around 30 cents. We want to see it actually break above it. That'll create a new higher low. That's going to be a tough area of resistance for it again. That's pretty significant gains from where it is. You got to remember this is a low dollar stock, so when it moves this far, you're getting 30-40% gains that are coming pretty quickly. But as far as trying to determine an overall bottom, that's what I'm looking for on this. And these are some key points that I'll be looking for. As always, this video chart of BNLB is merely my interpretation. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Thank you and trade smart.